One of the lessons is like in my life that I am a fighter and survivor. So I survive in the hard time and fight also and keep going no matter what is the situation.
About 13.5 million Syrians in total are forcibly displaced, more than half of the country's population, and 6.8 million are refugees and asylum seekers who have fled the country.
My name is Mansour Raad. They call me Abu Sultan. My father have given me this name. So I'm happy with it, and he's naming me on base of like some leader in Syria. My family we are just four people, four persons. So at the age of 14 to 15, I'm not remembering well, so I start in this factory there. It was a very huge sweet factory in my city. And there was this Chef Firas. He asked me for 6 months salary to teach me. So I was okay, no issue, like let him take my salary for 6 months. So I start to learn. After 6 months, alhamdulillah, he had teach me well, and I become the youngest chef in the factory. Day by day, I like my passion show for food. Like I show that my passion is food. There is something in Syria that we have army is mandatory. Any boy becomes like 17 years old, like he needs to go army. After that, the Arabic Spring start. So Arabic Spring start these things like the things in Egypt, the things in Tunis, and these things, and it extend to become in Syria as well. The situation start to be so worse in Syria, like so bad. Then I start to think that I must leave Syria. After graduation, I start to think going out of Syria. So I go to Lebanon. I work with You Flower for You. It's a huge company for flowers, like was one of the biggest in Middle East. Something happened which like my visa becomes like expire, and I need to, like it's near to expire, and I need to renew it. And the visa on the flower company. So the flower company has closed because some issues. I couldn't do anything, and we need to go back Syria if you want to change visa, like changing visa, you need to go like out of the country and come back. One day I get call from one of my childhood Syrian friends. They say Malaysia is accepting Syrians and without visa, so this is so huge thing was for me that time. At that time I didn't know that Malaysia was like will be so huge changing point for me. On visiting visa you cannot work definitely, so but as I told you, I need to survive. So find one of Syrian owners of a restaurant. Then he accepted that I open some small stool front of his shop and using his tables, using his fridge, something like that.
Mansour has opened 3 shawarma stalls in 1 year and has 2 to 3 employees working for him.
So from these 3 stalls, I was earning around like $500 to $600 daily. It's a huge number for me. Like my lifestyle have changed totally, and I start to live very nice life, very restful life. I'm having my workers, everyone knowing what to do. Then I start to visit all Malaysia. I start to do these things. Then at one day, I was on one vacation, and by chance, I drink some poisoned water or something like that. I drink water, but there was something wrong in it, so I get a disease in my kidney.
Mansour had to sell his 3 shops in Malaysia and take a loan to cover his medical expenses.
So I lost money, I lost businesses, but I have met the love of my life. So it was for me something so nice. I learned also that like rizq can come in different ways. It comes in as a money, as a property, it comes as a business, and it comes as a nice wife and the love of my life. So I get the biggest rizq until now. Even I lost my business, but I get the best thing ever.
Mansour recently shifted to Pakistan and has opened a restaurant with a local investor. This is a story for another day. Struggle of his life still continues.